You're on the air.
Hi everyone! Batman Begins 2005. Avi, your opening thoughts.
This movie helps us revive the darkest issue of the Batman.
Disregard the plane.
About that, even though the some kind of it's not since about the debacle about the Batman Robin ruins everything, but from Joel Schumacher, they thought we were afraid that the superhero film might be done with about. But
Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then afterwards, when the Marvel films
Blade, X-Men, Spider-Man.
About the even they thought if we ever want to have a DC films, not since the anime film, about we need Batman with a much cooler design.
This is the Chris Nolan Batarang.
This is Chris Nolan.
And this is Avi's Batman pillow
that I got from the Comic-Con and the Gauntlet from the Nolan.
Right.
More stronger
right.
part.
And real quick, producing in the background is radio voice Steve Sinatra. Mm-hmm. All right, welcome back, and let's keep this going. So, what's some of your favorite parts, favorite things about Batman Begins 2005 20th anniversary retrospective?
It has like a very good serious issues about like. It shows about and mainly about there's like what's your personal fear about like your
fear. Yes, the first movie about fear. Dark Knight, chaos. Dark Knight Rises, pain. Fear, chaos, and pain. Now, let's start with the villains about this. So, Liam Neeson, Ra's al Ghul, and Cillian Murphy as the Scarecrow. What I like about Batman Begins is, unlike those first few movies in the 80s and 90s, in the Chris Nolan trilogy, the villains are two villains we've never ever seen ever before until now in live action. But what do you think about that?
Well, it gives us a surprise. Like
not villains we've already seen before.
Not introducing villains until like only in the middle of the movie and the twist and the ending twist about.
Oh, so I'm assuming it's a 20-year-old movie, so I assume the audience has seen this by now. So what is the twist ending?
Because you thought about your mentor helped you train about something about fighting about
that Henry Ducard, Liam Neeson is actually Ra's al Ghul.
It's like he's behind everything about something they want to keep the city clean, perfect.
Absolutely. And just to go not too off topic, in the third movie we meet his daughter, played by Marion Cotillard,
the French actress.
So, Scarecrow. What do you think of Scarecrow?
Well, Scarecrow, that's the only actor about Cillian Murphy who could play the villain role.
And I know you're a big Oppenheimer fan. What did you think about his performance in Oppenheimer?
It's very too like experiential and it's very psychological.
Oh, real quick, just the stopwatch accidentally clicked off, so all from your watch for the time being. Mm-hmm. So, okay, so yeah, that's a good picture of how you explained Oppenheimer. What did you think of the supporting characters?
Supporting characters? Well, I don't like Katie Holmes so much.
What did you think? How did you feel like she didn't come back for the second movie?
Maybe they had to like now she has like a.
She wanted to do some other smaller movie instead.
And she married to Tom Cruise.
That's right. She was married to Tom Cruise, and who else was? Nicole Kidman. Batman Forever, Batman Begins connection.
And Aquaman.
I don't know what that is, but okay, that too. So, not to get too far start off track, what did you think of her being recast in The Dark Knight?
Well, sometimes it's very too distracted.
Right. Keep the mic on?
It's very too distracted.
Yeah, that was distracting to change the recasting like that, I agree.
Yeah.
What did you make of Morgan Freeman?
Morgan Freeman is very not very.
Look at the camera.
Morgan Freeman is not very very narrative about the. But even though like he's very too very James Bond Q guy.
He's like the Batman Q guy. That's a good way of explaining it. What do you think of Alfred Pennyworth?
Alfred is like much better the confidence about even also something like other actors about play Alfred. It's just quick parts. But this one, it's given more good advice. Like even
If you had to choose between Michael Caine's version of Alfred or the Alfred in the Tim Burton movies, which Alfred do you prefer?
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine, and why?
Because sometimes it's very like very too like not very restrictive or like but something like almost like very peaceful, like something like he knows about how Bruce feelings.
Well, then by default, I'm gonna have to go with the Tim Burton version. All right, moving on. What did you think of Gary Oldman as Commissioner? Well, not Commissioner yet, but Gordon.
Well, even though this one about Gary Oldman is known for playing a villain role, this is the one to do this.
This is one of the first times he actually plays a good guy.
A good guy, yeah. Like even that we saw in the very beginning about he's the one who comforted Bruce about when he was young, since the parents were murdered.
And I like how that's paid off at the end of Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, that's like the biggest hint about the cliffhanging about the next case.
Exactly. Good point. What else do you like about Gordon?
Gordon sometimes like he's a very one who's against about the corruption. It's like this. The movie is based actually they inspired from the graphic novel of Frank Miller Year One.
That's a good point as well. I also like at one point in the middle of the movie they actually show a falafel stand.
Oh yeah, the one about the not flask, but it's like
a round flask, a near flask, yeah.
Yeah, the one about the police about when the corrupt detective got hooked on.
Right. Now, just to keep the viewers' attention, what are some of your favorite quote lines from the movie? Get that on your phone. Right. Some of the lines.
Let's get.
Yeah, some of the quote lines for Batman Begins. Hold on a sec, everybody. While he's looking that up, I'm just gonna say, it's not who I am underneath that defines me. Wait, I butchered that. You say. I butchered that line. You say that line.
Here's a quote about Henry Ducard says.
Here we go, Henry Ducard.
You must become more than just a man in the mind of your opponent.
Keep going with his line.
All right, and then more quotes about the Raja Go. When the forest grows too wild, approaching fire is inevitable and natural. Even it's a different Raja Go
right?
with the Japanese.
One more Raja Al Ghul, then we'll go through some other characters' lines.
Let's see when you lived among the criminals, did you start to pity them? Bruce Wayne, the first time I stole so that I wouldn't start, yes. I lost many assumptions about the simple nature of right and wrong. And when I traveled, I learned the fear before a crime and the thrill of a success. But I never became one of them.
It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me. Now that I got it right. All right, what else? What else? What else? Quick, some more lines, and then we'll start talking more about the story and the other parts about the movie.
Right. Valet said, "Nice car, Bruce. You should see my other one."
Nice. Oh, does this come in black? Is it the tumbler? Does it come in black? Yeah. So anyway, one quick thing I want to say before we drag on with the lines. Another thing I want to say is this is an actual origin story. In Batman '89, he was kind of Batman from the start of the movie. But this is an actual origin where you see Bruce Wayne train in some part of Far East Asia.
Yeah. Because that way, that movie needs some origins.
Right. So I like how the first 50 minutes is him training out in Asia. Then it goes to Gotham City, and then it just kind of goes back and forth with all that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Except there, and sometimes it's also about like another thing about what's good about this. What's good about this movie of Dark Knight trilogy, because there has no songs in 3 films and the other Batman films.
Where's the Batarang?
The Batarang, yeah.
Continue on.
That way.
Oh, by the way, real quick, shout out to my brother-in-law who created this 3D Batarang for me. Shout out to you if you're watching this. Continue.
And also about that, sometimes like another thing about what's good about Batman Begins, besides there's no songs to the soundtrack, except there's an opera scene.
I love the opera scene.
Yeah, because that way the opera is like very like if you're very scary about this, instead of going to the movie theater, you're scared about the opera that reminds you of.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And also the bat scene about is a good best conquerable moment is about how Bruce overcome his fear about the bat since he was a child.
That's great, awesome. Another part about the fear aspect is that toxin that the Scarecrow uses. That the scare toxin is a great part of the plot as well.
Yeah. It sounds like it's not like when you release something. It should be released for the Halloween about like.
That's right. Good point. Right. I was just thinking of that. If anybody's wondering, no, this is not October 31st. It's not Halloween yet. If you happen to be watching this on Halloween, great. But this is just the right before Labor Day.
Yeah. And also about like what good thing about the Cillian Murphy who plays the Scarecrow. It's very good introduction as when you visit Carmine Falcone in the prison since he's been arrested. But he even shows that he's very psychologist, but he has a mass device about to make him stop talking.
What other movies did you like Cillian Murphy in outside of Batman Begins and Oppenheimer?
In the same year as Batman Begins, he plays another villain.
That's right.
Red Eye,
right?
Red Eye with Richard McAdams.
Right. That was Wes Craven, right?
Late Wes Craven.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Rest in peace, Wes Craven.
Yeah. And also other roles he's in the breakout is in the 28 Days Later.
That's right. Didn't they just come out with the third one?
Yeah, this year, the 28 years later.
That's right, the third one. Excellent. So back to Batman Returns real quick.
Yeah.
What else about this movie stood out to you? What did you dislike about it? What did you think of the music? What did you think of everything?
Well, sometimes what I like about the music is I like the sound device about that. I like the Batmobile that's called Tumblr, a tank version.
Okay, that's an interesting take because actually my favorite Batmobile is Tim Burton's Batman 1989 Batmobile. If I would either want to drive Tim Burton's Batman 1989 Batman Batmobile or Robert Zemeckis' Back to the Future Time Machine.
Yeah. Or what happens recently around is a Tesla. The futuristic electric cars.
That would have been really neat too to have the Tesla car.
Yeah, and also it's very hard to dislike about some people it's hard to about living in a poorest neighborhood about this.
Oh, that's another great aspect actually. In Batman Begins, Gotham City is really portrayed in a really quite amazing way, whereas in the sequels it just looks like Chicago or something. It's like they got Gotham City right in Batman Begins but totally went off of it in the sequels, in my opinion anyway.
Yeah.
What did you think about Gotham City between the first movie and the sequels?
Well, something like the sequels is very so sleek about it. It's like watching all the crime movies by Michael Mann.
Well, that's kind of what inspired The Dark Knight. Real quick, if anybody actually made it this far, if you're liking what you're seeing so far, I want you to comment down below what you like about Batman Begins, and don't hesitate to click that like button. And Mr. Sinatra, how are we doing on time so far?
So far, so good.
So far, we
about 8 minutes left.
About 8 minutes in so far? We're about 8 minutes in, so what else to engage the audience do you think they should know about this movie?
Well, there's still about this movie about and sometimes we actually see the parents before they've been murdered.
That's right. His parents are really well cast, especially the dad.
Yeah. And it's also another thing about Bruce Wayne. We saw in the movie in the original 1989 the killer was a Joker.
Jack Napier Nicholson, yeah. Which Joker do you prefer, Nicholson or Ledger?
I think I'd go for Nicholson. It's very too over the top. Keeps always smiling.
Yeah. A lot of old school people prefer Nicholson, where I kind of like Ledger's take a bit better.
Yeah. So also about what I liked about this somehow is something about his training about
the training was really well done.
Like a ninja.
Absolutely. Especially the whole what was it called? The distractions, the all that kind of element to it with everything involved with that training. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and also about another thing about the trial, but there's another villain besides Scarecrow and Ra's al Ghul. There's Zsasz.
That's right. What did you think about finally seeing a live-action version of that character, Zsasz?
Well, it's just only just a brief part.
It's just a really brief part, yeah.
Since they're standing trial, but even it should have been they could expand it more about that. Ways one person could make a breakout or something something could do something more.
Now, another quick question to compare.
Maniacal.
That's a good point. Another quick comparison. Which do you prefer, Batman Begins or The Batman 2022?
2022.
The Batman 2022.
22 is very inspired like a 70s movie.
And more like detective aspect. So what do you prefer, Batman or Batman Begins?
Well, the Batman.
My issue with The Batman 2022 is I think at 3 hours is a bit way too long. So we're not going to try to have this one run on too long for you guys, but I'm going to have to go with Begins on that one.
Okay. Even I didn't see that. I plan to watch the spin-off HBO, The Penguin.
What did you think of that first season?
I didn't watch it yet, but I plan to see it. It's like I heard this would be like part not like no fantasy stuff. It's like a Sopranos meets in superhero comics.
Yeah, and I think that Colin Farrell, I already used the word excellent too much. I think that Colin Farrell does a really, really terrific job as the Penguin. I actually like his take on the Penguin more so than DeVito's.
Yeah, and also somehow like even like about it's a chase scene from the police and
it's a great scene as well.
Yeah, he has to take Rachel to get in time to get like some kind of a cure.
Right, that's a really well done scene as well. Yeah. Absolutely.
And so also about like even like about when Batman first appearance about like when he takes out in the container area.
That was a great way to opening. Then he goes to what was it? Was it Falcone?
Falcone.
And what does he say?
Who the hell are you? And then the Batman picks up as a Batman and headbutt him.
Really well done. Now, which do you prefer? Christian Bale's Batman opening to Falcone or Keaton's 89?
89.
Absolutely. You can't top Keaton's 89.
Yeah, like one about the way it confronts the two thugs.
Right. Right, absolutely. So, Batman Begins, really, not to get too far off track. Batman Begins, what else about this movie you think the audience should really, what's some of the scenes they really should also check out again?
Like to check out about like, something about like, how the fear toxin is spread.
We already talked about the fear toxin, what else?
About when the Scarecrow got himself fear toxin, you got scared the Batman.
Oh yeah, when he has like that mask goalie face from it?
Yeah, something very demonic bat.
Yeah, like a demonic bat face, absolutely.
Yeah. And also I like about like sometimes what's the weakest part about the
weakest part, yeah,
is the one about the Joe Chill, the actual shooter of the Bruce Wayne's parents, about when even at the beginning when Bruce decided wants to kill him in front of the court about with a gun about that's the rules about for Batman about that when he comes about he cannot use guns about as a
or
reminder.
Kill at all really. How'd you feel about him killing Ra's al Ghul on the train at the end of the movie?
Well, even it's not like something like the ending of the 1989 The Batman when Bruce finally find the one who killed his parents.
Well, see, that's the thing. Batman 89's Tim Burton and Zack Snyder, both of their takes, their Batman, he kills.
That he kills, yeah. It's like breaking the rules or something. Like even though it's not like it's a young adult. For a young adult, they want something like they want to kill him off. What
did you think of? Outside of the Tumblr, what else did you like as far as the gadgets, the those kind of things, the toys?
Even like about the
bat suit, anything.
The bat suit and.
What did you like? What's your favorite bat suit in the series?
Like not the nipples parts about the.
Of course not.
Even like the one about there's one with the Michael Keaton parts.
I agree. I think Michael Keaton has the best bat suits.
Yeah. But the 1989 version of Batsuit, the logo like yours, except that they have two extra legs in the tip of the tail.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
But that's what they don't have that.
Really nice touch.
Yeah.
What else? Batman Begins.
Batman Begins. Either like about something about like where Gary Oldman's I gotta get these one of these because now he got them to write it. Then when he needed to take down the railings.
So absolutely that part of the railings is really well done as well. Now what did you make of him playing good in this when in so many other movies he plays a villain?
Well, he's the one that plays a good only type plays a good guy role. Like all the other good guys he plays is Harry Potter as Sirius Black, and he plays President Truman and Oppenheimer and last of all, he plays Winston Churchill.
He was in Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer as President Truman.
How was he as Truman?
Well, yeah, just briefly about. He just want to give him a special award to the.
How are we doing on time? Oh, good. Okay. Go back to Truman.
Truman is like as a second president after sadly Franklin Roosevelt passed away near the end of wartime. This one shows observe about the Oppenheimer developed the atomic weapon to end the Japanese.
I haven't really seen all of his movies or many of them, but I really like him as the villain against Harrison Ford in Air Force One.
And also, he's Gary Oldman. Other villain role he plays in like the one about Leon the Professional and.
And who's in that? Natalie
Portman.
Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
And yeah. So Batman Begins. This movie. Do you think it stood the test of time 20 years later?
It's like it's before Dark Knight is much more greater.
Now, another good point is some people have actually seen, I think did you see Begins first or Dark Knight first?
I saw Batman Begins first.
So some people actually saw the Dark Knight first. What do you say to the people who saw Dark Knight first and Batman Begins second? Do you think that they're both really well done movies, or do you think one movie is maybe a little bit better than the other one?
Well, even the Batman Begins is very too very over mature about it. For the Dark Knight is very more actiony.
There's definitely more action in Dark Knight, that's for sure. Yeah. Any more quotes you like from the movie?
That's so good.
If everybody's enjoying this so far, comment down below. Again, your thoughts about Batman Begins. Smash the like button and quotes.
Right? This way, you're vigilantes. No. A vigilante is just a man lost in the scramble for his own gratification. He can't be destroyed or locked up. But you make yourself more than just a man. If you devote yourself to an ideal, if they can't stop you, then you become something else entirely, which is legend, Mr. Wayne.
A legend, absolutely excellent.
There's a legend of the Bat or a Batman.
Right, absolutely. Now, not to get too far off track, since we're talking about Begins, quick take on Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises? Well, Dark Knight Rises, they say the director he wants to conclude it as his own trilogy about sometimes even though.
Do you think it was as good as those first two, or not as much?
Well, even though not as much about the ending of the Dark Knight Rises and not very too anticlimactic about the characters. Something that wants to moved off of a new life.
Well, I thought the whole nuclear climax was not realistic. Like, that nuclear blast would have killed everybody.
Yeah, it's not like something a new life begins.
Right. Now, what did you think of the climax of Batman Begins?
Well, but it's a very good hint about something about what's a very good part is about reintroduction of the bat signal. That's right. They got the bat signal at the end. Let's talk about that real quick. Gordon sees Batman at the end, and let's go over their conversation. It's about something about even he gives us a new sample. There's Terminator would like to do something theatrical, so he gave us the evidence. It's a Joker calling card. They show us, and then the audience sees that Joker card the first time they ever saw it, and they're like, wait. If they make another one, the villain's going to be the Joker. And then what happened in 2006? People were outraged at what? The announcement of the Joker. To be announced to be played by who? Heath Ledger. And were they right or wrong about him playing the Joker? Well, I know you prefer Nicholson, but I think Heath Ledger did a spectacular and incredible job. Yeah. Even sometimes the Heath Ledger, the character, he looks almost like over teenage type of. Right. Well, that's Joker. The idea. He's actually one of the younger Jokers. Even that Joker, that version of Joker, Heath Ledger is very too influenced anything when we're facing troubles around the neighborhood, like bad influence, like at school life. Time left so far. Good. About to start. All right. So we're about to start concluding and wrapping this up. So what else do you think the audience should know before we start to conclude and wrap this podcast up? Well, we don't know about that. Now that the Scarecrow's escape, you only see Scarecrow in the next two films. Well, he's only in cameos in the next two. How'd you feel about that? Well, sometimes I think it's kind of cool that he was in all three. Yeah. Even sometimes, also what I like about the scene of Batman, about when Batman's in the slums, about he gives the boy about his Batarang, about something about as a gift. And again, thank you to my brother-in-law, 3D Batarang. As a reminder. And when he gives that guy that coat, who was also happened to be in some of the Mission Impossible movies. The coat. The coat. When Bruce Wayne and Batman gives the coat to that guy from the Mission Impossible movies. I forgot who it is. The scientist guy in Mission Impossible 2? I don't know, was like kind of Slavic of a nature? Oh yeah, that one, a poor person, that one. Yeah, the poor guy, yeah. That way, I like your jacket. Right. Now he said to give him the coat. Right, exactly, yeah. Well, all those I like about there's something else about what's also neat about something about there's an introduction about the Batman at the subway. Oh yeah, let's go over that subway part real quick. It gives Rachel about some of the little evidence or something about going on the crime. it's just like 1989 when the Batman gives Vicky Vale about the serum about and the poison in the perfume.
Right. I think I prefer Vicky Vale, Kim Basinger over the Katie Holmes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So, how would you quickly summarize Batman Begins to anyone who hasn't yet seen it?
How compare?
No, summarize Begins in like a few words.
Well, it begins like the title of the movie begins is like it's something as a new beginning to start over.
Because like it's an origin story, starting over again.
Yeah.
Because Batman and Robin did what? Almost completely sabotage the entire franchise.
Yeah. But how do I like to summarize about like
yeah.
if they really can make a new Batman movie about besides what if you could make like a Batman that's like some kind of like a Matrix style?
How do you mean? In what kind of way with Matrix style?
Like slow motion about dodging the weapons or something, or even when you're flying. Yeah.
I think we should still just see where Matt Reeves' take goes. They're currently going to start filming the Batman Part 2 in the spring of 2026 for an October 2027 release. Who's your last few lines? Who's your favorite Batman of all the live-action Batmans?
Who's your favorite Batman?
Favorite Batman?
What?
Favorite Batman actor?
Like I go for like Michael Keaton.
I agree, Michael Keaton all the way.
Also,
Sure.
This year we dedicate this one Batman actor who passed away. It is Val Kilmer.
That's right. Excellent point. Well, rest in peace to Mr. Val Kilmer, who of course I know you also enjoyed in Top Gun.
Top Gun.
Oh, in Top Gun, he was a great cameo in Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah. Even that's his real life. He had a little disease about it. He lost his voice. Yeah.
So rest in peace to Val Kilmer and a number of other Batman actors that have passed away. And concluding final wrap-up thoughts on Batman Begins.
Don't think about like when you do some your own justice with your weapons, but think about like you're giving all the psychological thoughts to make them scare.
Like with the fear toxins and
and something about to make it very very stealthy.
Yeah, stealthy is a nice way of saying that as well.
Yeah.
Really, really well said.
All right, and also sometimes like and also just think about how to help the good thing about the keep making that origin story about how it all started, like either Superman or Spider-Man or even there's something about if they make a global adventure like Lara Croft or Mario Brothers.
All right, okay, that's fine about Lara Croft. Well, we'll see where Lara Croft goes and all that, but real quick, if you guys have made it this far, our next movie topic we're going to be discussing is going to be a bit more depressing, a bit more sad, a bit more not for everybody. So if you want to skip that one, we'd understand. What are we going to be talking about?
A Holocaust issue as called Schindler's List.
I'm sure you've heard of it. Schindler's List, 1993, Steven Spielberg.
And Liam Neeson is in it.
Absolutely. So if you're interested, go for Schindler's List next. And anything else you want to say about Begins, real quick?
Begins about something about there's one about also Tom Wilkinson passed away too.
Oh, also rest in peace to that actor as well. So ready? Are you ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. We'll see you at the movies.
Theater.
At AMC Movies me anyway, AMC Movies. One more time. We'll see you at the movies. Everybody dance and have a good time. This is friend and co-host Avi and Ben talking about Batman Begins 20th anniversary retrospective. We'll see you next time, if you want, in Schindler's List. Everybody dance and have a good time. This is friend and co-host Avi and Ben signing out to Schindler's List, and we'll see you next time.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out. Do I look like a cop?
Do I look like a cop?